The weekend has arrived, and we've got baseball from Progressive Field in Cleveland. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Turned on down the line. Uribe's got it, and he's retired here, one away. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He's one of the tougher outs around, and he's among the American League leaders in on-base percentage. He brings a very patient approach to the plate, and he's not afraid to take a walk if he doesn't get what he wants. That, and he's a very good hitter, too.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding. Aren't going to be too happy with it.
Got him. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down.
Just underway here in Cleveland. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2.
That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Rasmus has a read on it.
I go.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Jose Bautista makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for them.
And a swing and a miss, and the dangerous Bautista is set down on strikes for the first out. Justin Smoke will get his first opportunity now. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game. In there at the knees, strike one. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Russell Martin will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
A few groans from the faithful here. They wanted strike 3.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Nothing. Michael Saunders leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
Hey, we got nobody, no one down here.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe force. And when he does, he can forget it.
And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Center fielder, number 11.
Kevin Pillar will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Batting ninth, second baseman
Darwin Barney digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Settling in now, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Josh Donaldson is, of course, one of the greatest players in the game today. But before he was a pro, he had a really nice college career at Auburn, the same program that has turned out other greats such as Frank Thomas, Bo Jackson, and Timmy Hudson.
Edwin Encarnacion will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
No, that's a ball.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
That's a ball.
2-0.
No strike.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Right here. Let's go,
Called strike 2. Still 2-2. Just one hit apiece for both of these. Right 3 called, and the inning is over. Jose Bautista heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Into the box now, Russell Martin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard to short. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Michael Saunders will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Kevin Pillar will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Darwin Barney stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. In there, a base hit. Troy Tulowitzki will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Nope, that's foul.
That misses, says the home.
On 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Trying to hold the lead. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Josh Donaldson will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
0-2.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Now batting, designated
Edwin Encarnacion is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here,
Here we go.
you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect...
Oh, and now meanwhile, this ball is cranked out to straightaway center field, and this one is going to leave the yard. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 39 on the season for him, and it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead. This is on the ground over to first. Napoli's there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. And the Jays were led on the offensive side of the scorecard by this man, Edwin Encarnacion. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Afternoon baseball from the East Bay and the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Billy Burns comes to the plate to lead things off.
designated hitter, Billy
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. Clearly, he's seeing the ball really well right now.
1-1.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. To first. Napoli is there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
Chris Davis will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Danny Valencia will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Swing and a liner. Bottom of the second. Grounded to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Stephen Vogt comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Oh, and it's off the foul pole in right for a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 8th home run on the season for him. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0. Jed Lowry will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. And he lays off there 1-0.
1-0.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side rip. Beautiful day here in the East Bay as we get a shot there of downtown Oakland, and the Bay set to go here in the third. Marcus Semien will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Billy Burns will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1.
And if he thinks you're not paying close enough attention, he'll beat that out.
Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Chris Coghlan. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Chris Davis is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up. drifting into foul territory on the right side. A quick out number one.
Now batting, third baseman.
Danny Valencia in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
One down here, fellas.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Mark Canha steps in now. Into the windup and the pitch.
Mark Canha.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the... Stephen Vogt comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. Out in front of it, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Tapper up the line. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting, right
Josh
fielder.
Reddick stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. In there, strike one. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Almonte moves over, and that's the first out of the inning.
No runner, no runner. Cut hold, cut hold.
In now, Jed Lowry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Drilled on the ground to short, and that's through for a hit.
No runner. Cut hold. Now batting,
Striding into the box, Marcus Semien. He got called out on strikes his last time through. High in the air out to center field.
I go.
Yamamoto is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Billy Burns digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fifth. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
here we go.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Ripped on the ground to first. Napoli's there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass. Chris Coghlan will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Center fielder, Chris
Here's a
Coghlan.
sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first.
Left fielder,
Chris
number
Davis
2.
will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Belanger is there for it.
Me.
And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third
Danny
baseman.
Valencia ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down happy. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Now batting,
Mark Canha digs in now after lining out in his last try. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Stephen Vogt will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And that's in there for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Kyle Crockett And, guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no.